Hello everyone, and welcome back to Locke's Quest. I decided to scrap the whole thing of the voice acting because of Agony's in his mask, because he only has 2 lines, and I really don't see a point to doing it now. And here comes his war machine. The final clockwork, the biggest and baddest clockwork Agony has ever created. He's here to destroy us, Antonia, and the entire kingdom. We were created for what one purpose. Ugh! To destroy. I really don't know what that sound is. So, this is it. I'll take out as many as I can. This is the final battle with Agony. We're gonna have to finally take out him, his war machine, and his entire army, because he's finally brought everyone up to the par. Hey there, Isaiah. And Heathern. I guess you all are gonna be helping me out today, aren't you? That's good. What? They shall not pass?! God damn it, Isaiah! That's copywritten! Scum of the earth! Alright then, after that's all over. Final day with new boss, the War Machine, created only to destroy the epitome of clockwork military technology. For this fight in this day, I recommend, as far as building, you have to build up a good defense. You have to build up a beefy one, because while the War Machine is a tough clockwork, you're going to want to build up a defense that's going to be able to handle him. Usually, when I fight the War Machine, though, I usually go with this method of setup. Also, you'll notice that I skipped one of the days that was gone past. That's because I just failed that day, and I thought, why even have it in there? Might as well just cut it out. It's only one day. But you're going to want to have revealer traps, you're going to want to have your rotogun turret, you're going to have burrower traps, and you're going to want to have ice traps. You're going to want to have all of these in your possession, as far as in your defense, because when you start fighting this guy, he's gonna start taking stuff out, and there are phantom clockworks, there are air flying clockworks, there are digger clockworks all over the place, and you're just gonna be running low on stuff. That's my walkthrough for day 96 as well. As far as this day, set up a good defense. Make sure that you're using your damage, your double damage helper, and your range helper. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to handle him that well. It's good to have the double damage and range helper, just so you know, because if you have both of those, then you'll be able to hit him from farther off. And I recommend putting out freeze traps outside in the front. Both of the bosses for the next 2 days come out from the bottom of the screen through the giant, down the giant road, so you never have to worry about them coming from the side or anything. Use freeze traps at a certain distance. That way he won't be able to get close enough, and your turrets can still hit him. As you can see now, he's already doing a lot of damage. He's probably one of the tougher bosses as far as damage, because he does do a lot of damage, and he's fast. He'll move at your walls so quickly. He also has an attack, as you saw in the cutscene from the last part, or the part before that, when we saw those tentacles come out of the ground. That is an actual attack that he has, where he will just randomly put his tentacles in the ground and start spreading them around all over your walls, putting damage onto all of them. Overall, the boss is easy because of this glitch where where his AI for some reason didn't turn around to fight me, but usually he will turn around to fight you, and that will make his boss fight difficult. If you saw back there, Heather and Isaiah actually didn't help me at all during that fight. They just moved around, and for some reason they either lost a lot of health or something, because they acted like they couldn't fight. I don't know what happened with the AI there. But don't rely on Heather and Isaiah to take out the War Machine. I know my first time playing, they helped me out, and we took it out faster, all 3 of us hitting it, but I still needed to have a good defense. Never rely on the AI. And back there you saw that Agony destroyed the entirety of my defenses that I had, and we know you're still there, Agony, because your character model is still there and Locke's face is covered. So now that all your defenses are gone, you have to build from ground up again. And you've already spent 2 days doing such a thing. So, do your best. As far as the day's length, these are actually some of the longest days in the entire game. So also remember that you're gonna have to be defending for a long time. Not for the boss fights, of course, because if you take out the bosses, as you'll remember that I've mentioned before, when you take out the bosses in this game, that instantly ends the day. So that's a good thing. but the day that you have to defend Antonia from the Clockworks, that day is about 5 minutes long, and that's the longest 5 minutes I've ever felt in my life. As far as defense for this day, you want to make sure that you put up all of your best turrets, meaning that try to avoid using your rotogun turret, your standard one, because even though that's alright, it still doesn't do anything. Isaiah and Heather have left, for some odd reason, to let Locke face Darth Vader alone, but so you don't have to actually put up doors. You want to just close in and just like don't let him in is the thing you want to do with Agony. Just try not to make him get inside of your base, because once he's in, he's going to start doing his area of effect. Well, he does his area of effect attack whether he's in your base or not, but his area of effect attack does even more damage when he's inside of the base, because he's able to hit, because it counts as him hitting the base from behind. If you don't know what his area of effect attack is because you haven't played the game, or you've played it but you don't remember what it does, his area of effect attack is when he just shoots his fist through the air, and he just like slams the air with his fist. And what ends up happening when he does this attack is that he hits all of your walls that are applicable to him, which means that close to his area or anything like that, he will hit them for damage, massive damage. He can actually take out your entire defense before he even gets near it because of this attack. So remember, you want to keep him close, but you also want to keep him away, because once he gets inside, he can hit your walls from the back and just destroy them. And your walls are basically the only way you're gonna beat him. And now I love this track right here from the game. It's a remixed version, I believe, of the main theme track. So I'm just gonna be quiet for a minute to let everyone hear it. Wasn't that a great track? Anyway, as far as this day, remember that Agony and on any day during this time, the Clockworks are coming at all force, which means you're going to have revealer traps and everything. As far as like Agony himself, see, he constantly does his area of effect attack. It doesn't matter if he's hitting a wall; he'll just keep doing it, and I can't stand him for that. He's one of the hardest bosses in the entire game. Look how much health he's lost. He's barely lost even a quarter of health. And yet he's already taken out half my. He's already about to take out half my walls. Look how much health my walls have. Even the ones in the back that he's not even hitting are taking so much damage. I hate him as a boss fight. I hate the next boss even more because he's just a cheap bastard. But this guy, God, Agony sucks. Which I'm not surprised that they upped the difficulty on his fight, because he already have a bunch of Clockworks running around hitting you for massive damage. And remember, Locke doesn't have invincibility frames, so any hit that he takes is still hits of damage, and Agony already does 30 damage with one punch to Locke. Look at that, he's already destroyed my Revealer Helper and everything. So now I have no Revealer Helper, so now if Phantoms are here, that's gonna destroy. They're gonna get to the back and destroy everything. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. And if you don't like the way that Agony plays, and that's the way Agony is, then you gotta just end the game here and just quit. Honestly, he's the hardest boss, and I don't blame you for dying here. Whether Locke dies or you lose the area. Also, make sure you always have the Revealer Helpers, because actually the health that I lost on my on the door to Antonia, the reason why I lost that was actually due to me not having Revealer Helper and Phantoms hitting the door. But I'll talk to you all next time in part 23.